Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and I'm in the beautiful Sabah Agricultural Park in Tenom, in Sabah, in Borneo. And this tree here is definitely some Diospyrus, or some close relative of the kaki. Well, here you can see a couple dead and shriveled up fruit. Focus. Here I found one which was shed on the ground, and up there seem to be a couple more, some green, some reddish. Oops. Let me see, and some of the reddish ones seem to be quite large. So when I go to the tree, there seem to be seedlings on the ground. Those look like Diospyrus seedlings. That's quite intriguing. Let's see the stem. Well, here is the remnant of the label. Unfortunately, this is not the part of the label I really want, but what I can see here is a metal stick and another stick leaning on the trunk, meaning, in my opinion, that the local workers appreciate the fruit and try to get a couple ones for themselves. Let's see if we can find some good fruit on this low-hanging branch here. Well, those fruit look like small and still only half developed. Here is one, considerably bigger, but still completely unripe. Bigger but kind of asymmetric. I guess kind of asymmetric because not all the seeds got pollinated. So is there anything edible on this branch? Oh, look, here is a bigger fruit, which is already turning red. I had to rip it off by force. This is never a good sign. Turning red, but the rind is unpleasant and astringent, but there are arrows around the seeds. What is this thing about arrows? And the arrow is nice and soft and slightly sweet. Come on. One more well-developed arrow, but I bit something in half. All right, then. So the arrows of this half-ripe fruit are already nice enough. Let's try to find something more ripe. There are only half-developed dead fruit on the ground. I don't see any ripe fruit on the ground like I would see under each Diospyrus kaki tree when it's ripe. Come on. Here there is one which looks kind of ripe-ish. Come on, focus. Kind of ripe-ish, but very small and underdeveloped. Let's try it. No seeds, you can still see the arrows for... Actually, the arrows are still edible. Of course, there is just a tiny amount of them and staying in close no seed, but they are good enough to eat. Here another one of those small undeveloped, unpollinated fruit. Not really worth the trouble for the small arrows. Let's try and find a good one. I wonder how they use this stick. I think you must beat those things a lot for them to fall down. Nothing here, nothing there. There was a fruit here within reach. Where was it? However, this is still yellow. We already had one of those. Well, the only red fruit are either very high, there is one over 4 meters high, or very small like the ones I tried. Well, here is one which is already black. Let's see if black means rotten or completely ripe. Looks strange. Smells strange. Seems to be edible, not rotten. This arrow, which looked really strange, actually doesn't taste different from the other ones. A mild sweetness. Nothing too spectacular, but not bad. Anything else here? Anything else which is nice and tasty and edible? So what did we figure out? That basically the half-ripe orange ones taste pretty much like the overripe black ones. A mild sweetness. And that the unpollinated ones, which are, yeah, probably the perfect age, but not the perfect size, also contain something edible. So what is this, folks? A small tropical Diospyrus. Well, there seem to be over 1,000 species, so I guess, well, let's try here a couple of small unpollinated but quite overripe ones. One is dark red and the other one is already blackish. Okay, again here the tiny arrows. I mean, not really bad, but not really good. In the tropics you have a lot of better fruit. Here are the arrows, that's what you can eat even in the unpollinated fruit. Also there are a lot of better Diospyrus species around. So yeah, not bad, but probably nothing I would plant in the garden. I might forage it somewhere in the wild, but if the well-developed fruit don't start tasting much better, still no recommendation for the garden. So folks, this was some yet unidentified Diospyrus from the giant fruit tree collection of Saba Agricultural Park in Tenom. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos. As you can see, there are hundreds more trees and some of them have fruit from the beautiful Saba Agricultural Park. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.